We were sent a copy of this video. It's out there for everybody to see. It's not like somebody dug it up and sent it to us. It's top secret. It's not.
What are you playing in the middle of our contender-pretender game?
Well, you're talking about Michelle Caldier.
Oh, yes, okay.
And her lies. And now, if I recall correctly, Michelle Caldier took credit for SHB 2990. That's the Narrows Bridge Debt Service.
And doubled down on that lie after getting called on it.
And doubled down on it.
Such a shrill.
I actually happen to have that right here. What she had to say just before the vote was taken. So if you guys would like, I could play what she actually said, her own words from the floor.
Play that. Do you have a quarter-inch headphone jack into that?
No, this is not.
Now
that.
remember,
I would literally have to play it right
Caldier
here.
said she supported this, and she's campaigning on something that another representative did and saying that she supported it. So let's listen to that.
So let me see if I can.
The people who were here that supported it, they knew that it would start off at $3 a toll, and it would go up. And they knew that they probably wouldn't even be here when it would go up. And they would pass that problem on to future legislators who would be representing the 26th district and the 28th district, and it wouldn't be their problem. Okay, so I came in and I inherited a problem. And I'm sorry, but this particular proposal in 2000, to say that in 2022 that whoever's going to be here representing the good people of the 26th district and the 28th district who are disproportionately affected by this, that it's going to go up by a quarter, which may not seem like a whole lot, but to the people who are there, it went from $3 a toll to $6 a toll. And during those meetings, we had talked about getting funding from the legislature so that we didn't have to get a loan. This is a loan. I'm sorry, but when everything was put in place, we should have gotten money from the legislature to fund that. So I'm not happy with this. This is not what we talked about during the study. And I will be supporting this only because it's better than nothing. But that's pretty much what it is. We should have fought harder. Unfortunately,
Listen.
I'm just going to stop talking at this point.
Good.
Okay? So, thank you.
Now, Kevin, hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. Didn't we just, one or two shows ago, actually have our hands on the verbatim of that bill, what that bill said versus what Caldier thought it said?
Yes.
Was Caldier correct about the fact that they can just kind of keep going up and that it's incorrect to state that they can't just keep piling on more additions to the... Was Caldier correct in that?
No.
Oh my gosh, that's right. She wasn't.
Raise it one time.
She was actually really wrong.
I'm just going to go.
So this...
She sounds really supportive and enthusiastic about that.
Doesn't she?
She sure does.
I thought that's why it was relevant.
First says, well, I only support the bill because there's nothing else to support. She lies about what the bill says. Then when Jesse Young busts his ass to get the bill passed, and it does, she comes out in 2020 and says, I was instrumental in helping to get the bill passed. God,
By the way,
what's wrong with politics?
Didn't we also have, while we're talking about things that are easily accessible by the public, didn't we also bring in copies of her voting record? Mm-hmm. And was her name as sponsored anywhere in those bills? I don't remember seeing it. And didn't she?
No.
Did she vote yes on those on some of the bills that she's claiming?
She voted yes on some.
On some,
and she voted no on some of the ones that she's claiming she voted. She was responsible for the first one, but she voted no against it.
She's about as honest with everything she says here as she is evidently when she plays tic-tac-toe. Don't play tic-tac-toe with Michelle Caldier.
Have you noticed I'm now challenging her daily to a different
Yes,
game?
I think it's hilarious.
I challenged her yesterday to tic-tac-toe. Today I challenged her to...
Have you done dodgeball yet?
No.
Just as
Chutes
a
and ladders.
For anybody of you listening who don't know why we're talking about tic-tac-toe.
Is it still okay to call it Chinese checkers?
Michelle Caldier put out this political ad or a mailer depicting a game of tic-tac-toe, and yet strangely, apparently when Michelle Caldier plays you, she gets 5 turns to your 3. At least that's how it's depicted on her game.
Yeah.
She missed that part. I thought it was funny.
She's a very creative person. Again,
Are we 1 seat away, by the way, from the
No,
Dems
we're-
having a
no,
super
we're
majority?
8 seats.
No, Caldier says that we're 1 seat away.
Caldier's a dirty, dirty liar.
Oh, God, that's right.
Caldier's a rotten, dirty liar.
She doubled down on that, too, by the way.
She's
last
awful.
Week. She's insisting
She's the politics what I am
She
to being a
doubled down
boyfriend.
on simple math.
Right. Yeah. She's still out there saying, my opponent has gone negative because... It's like, no, you're lying. It's not... Someone's not going negative when they point out that you lied. And that you repeatedly lie, continue to lie.
Yeah.
That's not somebody going negative. That's somebody
you killed the
pointing it
28
out.
break, Dennis. She's the politics what I am to dating. Awful.
That's why.
Awful.
This is why you have another Republican running against you. Because if
An
you were
actual
honest,
Republican?
if you were honest,
Who's
and
endorsed by the
straight-
party over you?
yeah, and straightforward, and even a partially decent person, then you wouldn't have somebody else running against you.
However, my point still stands. I want to believe that the voters in the 26th district are smart enough to pay attention and read the stories and listen to this show and do the research and all the other
Inform
stuff
yourself.
that require you to be informed before you cast a vote. I am afraid that a majority of this district will not do that.
Because we've seen it before.
Yep.